Hi guys, I'm Chef Avi, and in this episode of Avi's Kitchen, I'll be showing you how to make no knead focaccia bread. Well, you do need this bread in your life, but you don't really need to knead to make this bread. I don't bake bread that often because it's labor of love. You need to knead it, give it time to proof. But this is my foolproof way of making focaccia bread. And guess what? We don't have to knead at all. What kneading essentially does in a dough is it helps in the formation of gluten. But instead of kneading, I will let this dough proof in refrigerator for a longer period of time, like 8 hours to 24 hours. And that time will help in the formation of gluten instead. Let's get started. We'll begin by making our dough. In a medium to large bowl, I'll add in some lukewarm water and 1 teaspoon honey and give it a mix. I feel yeast is like Winnie the Pooh, it loves honey. Next, I'll add in my active dry yeast. You can also use instant yeast. Give it a good stir and let it sit for 5 minutes. It should foam or at least get a little creamy. Next, I'll add in all my bread flour. I'm using bread flour because I want a chewy bread today, but if you want something soft, just use regular all-purpose flour. Next, I'll add in my salt. Now, using my favorite silicone spatula, I will mix this all together until it forms a shaggy dough with no dry streaks remaining. Once that is achieved, I'll transfer this dough into another bowl with few tablespoons of olive oil in it. I'm moving the dough a little bit so that it's coated in olive oil. Next, I'll cover it with some cling wrap and let the dough double in size in refrigerator for at least 8 hours, up to 1 day. I already made a dough and it's been sitting and proofing in my refrigerator for past 30 hours. Let's take it out. First, I'll prep my baking casserole. I would like to grease it with some butter. Here's a fun tip. I usually use the parchment paper the butter comes in to spread it around. And also grease it with some olive oil. It might seem like an overkill, too much greasing, but trust me, focaccia can stick to your casserole. Now here's the dough that's been resting for over 30 hours. Now I'll use 2 forks to lift the dough from the center and create a ball, just like this. This recipe is perfect for a 9 by 13 inch pan, but I really wanted to use my new baking casserole, which is really small in size. So I actually divided my dough in half and made 2 focaccias. Now it's time to transfer the dough to our prepared pan. We've been really patient so far, but now we need to let this dough proof for one more time. The second proof, and it's the last one, I promise. You need to let it proof at room temperature uncovered for around 1.5 to 3 hours until the dough doubles in size. Our dough has risen. I have already preheated my oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 220 degrees Celsius. I'll oil my fingers a little bit and create deep depressions in the dough. Now here's the chance for you to customize it, be creative, make it your own. Use any toppings you like. You can use caramelized onion, cherry tomatoes, olives, anything you want. I like my focaccia to be quite simple. I would sprinkle some flaky sea salt, freshly crushed black pepper. I had some rosemary in my freezer, so I'm gonna add in some fresh rosemary. You can also add oregano or thyme or whatever herb you have in hand. Next, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I almost always have Parmesan cheese at home. Nextly, we will top it up with some more extra virgin olive oil. I know this recipe requires a lot of olive oil, but that's one of the major flavor profile of this bread. It's time to bake it. It's gonna stay in oven for around 20 to 30 minutes. While the bread is baking, let's make my extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegar dip, because what's the point of making a really good crusty bread if you don't have an oil to dunk it in? This stuff is magic. In a bowl, we'll add in some extra virgin olive oil, really good balsamic vinegar, some flaky sea salt, and some freshly crushed black pepper. Our next few ingredients are optional, and from here on you can tweak this recipe however you like. I'll give it a good mix. Next, I'll add in my favorite seasoning, which is Chipotle Tabasco, for some extra kick. You can also add some red chili flakes if you like. Some Italian seasoning, you can add rosemary, thyme, whatever you want, and some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan cheese, you know this by now. Give it all a good mix, and the dip is ready. It's that simple. My bread is finally out of the oven and it's perfect. I brushed it with some olive oil and butter as it came out of the oven. This is how it's supposed to be, crispy on top and chewy in the middle. But if chewy bread isn't your thing and you want something really soft and moist inside, simply replace bread flour with all-purpose flour and the result will be fantastic. I really worked hard to make this. It's time to taste it. Dunk it in the dip. The bread will absorb some oil. Look at all that goodness on top. I love the flaky salt on top. Worth the last 24 hours. If you make this recipe, do let me know. Click pictures, tag me on Instagram at Avi's Kitchen, handles in the description box below. Until then, like this video and subscribe to my channel, and maybe leave a nice comment below. Maybe tell me what would you like to top your focaccia with. Bye bye.